Hello there! Welcome back to the Nerdery. The gods of toy hunting have shown me great favor today. After getting a shipping delay notification last week on my Nimrod 3-pack, it arrived on my doorstep today in this white box. This episode will ask and answer the question, did I just pay $80 for Nimrod? I don't believe in love at first sight, but this 3-pack is just stunning. Top of the box has Marvel Legends series and a gold X. Bottom of the box has the gold X as well as Psylocke, Nimrod, and Fantomex in a really cool black font with yellow outline. And then it has a 3D effect that is the same grayish color on the box. Moving left to right, you get to see the gorgeous Psylocke with all of her purplish pink effects. Then Nimrod, who we've been waiting for forever. Dude, he's everything I hoped he'd be just looking at him in the package. He has a couple effects as well. And then finishing off this 3-pack with Fantomex, who has 2 pistols and multiple pistol effects. Inside of the package has gorgeous art of Psylocke as well as Fantomex. Even though this is art, it looks like they tried to make it photorealistic. I love the look they gave to both of them. What do you guys think? Really appreciate what they did here on the back of the box. You have the art from the side of the box for Psylocke and Fantomex that is just expand. Then you get this really sweet drawing of Nimrod right in the middle. This is so well executed, it makes me want to display the back of the box. Elizabeth Betsy Braddock first appeared in Captain Britain number 8 in December of 1976. She was created by Chris Claremont and Herb Trimpe. Her first appearance as Psylocke came in the Uncanny X-Men number 213 in January of 1987. Nimrod was created by Chris Claremont and John Romita. His first appearance was in the Uncanny X-Men number 191 in March of 1985. Fantomex's first appearance was in the New X-Men number 128 in August of 2002. God, dude, right out of the box, Nimrod is awesome, man. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scale him with some other X-Men figures. He is so cool. I just kind of want to play with him. Here is Psylocke and Fantomex next to Nimrod. They both look really, really cool out of box, and we're going to look at them in just a second after we have some scale playtime. First one I want to scale with him is Apocalypse. Link to that review is below. One of the best Marvel Legends figures in 2020 for sure. Let me know what you guys think. Colossus. Oh my god, dude. I love how Nimrod looks with both these figures. He scales right with them, and he's even bigger than Apocalypse. Holy shnikes. Apocalypse is 7 feet tall. That's really cool. Is the Juggernaut, which is the largest Marvel Legends figure I own. Juggernaut comes in taller and thicker than Nimrod, but they look awesome together. Holy cow, what a great scale. Up is Betsy Braddock Psylocke. Dude, the new face sculpt is striking. Love the purple eyebrows, red lips. I want to point out her hair, which is flowing in the breeze. It's purple, but it also has a pink and black wash to it. I love how you can see it transitioning from a lighter purplish pink into a blackish purple back out again. I think it gives it some volume and movement as well. Really, really cool job on the hair sculpt. I love it. We don't need to go into a ton of detail on Psylocke's body because it's the same female body mold we've seen on numerous other figures. But let's take a look at her uniform. I appreciate the contrast of her black outfit with her purple hair and white and red belt. I think it looks really, really cool on her. She has long gloves extending all the way up to the bicep, and she comes with 2 hand options. You have 2 grip hands, which have 360-degree rotation and inflect side to side, or she comes with 1 fist for her left hand, which also can inflect side to side. I really appreciate the white belt. You can see nice detail in it where it's folded through, and it looks like it's flowing in the breeze off of her hips, just like her hair is flowing in the breeze. Love the contrast with the red X in the middle, although you can see some paint errors. And she looks to have just long black leggings on with some cutouts there. I guess her thighs get hot and she's got to breathe. Her accessories is this very cool psionic dagger. So you need to pull the left hand out, stick this on here, and then you plug it back in. And now she's got this sweet dagger for her arm. Oh man, that looks so cool with her black outfit and purple hair. Coming right at you with it. Now, let's take it up a notch. She also comes with these sweet psionic face effects, which, if you're going to have a Psylocke in your display, these 100% need to be on her face. They're a light pink on the bottom, and then they transition to like a darkish purple up top. I love the movement that comes with it, and I appreciate the two-tone. I think it adds some depth and interest to the effect. But wait, there's more! If that wasn't enough, she also comes with this sweet sword. The sword is purple, and then it has pink psionic effects running through it. So if anyone's thinking of messing with Psylocke here, first of all, she can mind bleep you. Then she's got a psionic dagger that she can give you a nice uppercut with. And then if you still don't get the point, she's going to make sure you do with this sweet sword with psionic effect flowing through it. Psylocke's abilities include telekinesis, telepathy, precognition. She's an expert in martial arts, and she can construct weapons made of psionic energy, which make the coolest effects for Marvel Legends. Is the main event Nimrod. It is love at first sight with this figure, man. As soon as I saw him in the box and then out of the box, I was smitten. Aesthetically, this is the figure I was definitely hoping for. So Nimrod comes with two faces. This one has a pink outline with a silver face. The back of his head has markings that match his back, but I want to pop this one off and put on the other one. There's the peg for his head, and here's his second head sculpt. And the reason why I put this one on is this is the head sculpt he had on in the Days of Future Past X-Men Animated Series episode, as well as the One Man's Worth two-part. For me, this is 100% how I'm going to put him in the Nerdery in the 90s X-Men display, because this is how he looked in the 90s X-Men. So a couple things to note is there is no articulation with the head at all. It's just going to sit on there tight. In general, I think that's a theme with this entire figure. It's really going to just stand almost more like a statue with some pretty limited articulation. Plastic shoulder pad that is actually attached in a circle around the peg here for the shoulder, so it allows you really nice 360-degree motion. Shoulder comes out pretty well for a large figure, and you do have a 360-degree bicep curl as well. You have a single pin joint at the elbow, which almost gives you 90 degrees. And I want to point out the really neat detail. Look at all the pink striping work alongside Nimrod. It's very clean and elegant, and I think it looks phenomenal with his white body. Although there is a little paint error there. He comes with two sets of hands. You can have open 3 fingers or gripped 3 fingers. So these inflect back and forth and rotate 360 degrees. Here is the closed fist, if you want him throwing punches, and this one also inflects back and forth with 360-degree rotation. Nimrod has a pink triangle jewel in the center with some more really nice pink stripe detailing. He moves a little bit side to side. You can hear a click, but then he comes right back. It's almost like it's one of those punching figures where it does get some movement side to side. It's very minimal, and then back and forth is also minimal as well. So again, he's more like a statue with a little bit of posing. Nimrod definitely doesn't skip leg day. He has a cut at the thigh, a double pin joint at the knee, which, look at that bend. That is incredible for a figure this size, especially when you look at his bell bottoms here and how much they flare out. More of that really elegant pink striping, white base, and then it comes down to some pink striping at the toes, and these bend minimally, just a little bit up and down like that. The limited articulation is interesting to me for this figure just because he is a shapeshifter, and if you watched a One Man's Worth, there's several scenes where he gets cut apart by the X-Men and then he turns into goo and puts himself back together. I think we could have done better in terms of articulation for this figure, seeing as how awesome Apocalypse and Juggernaut and Colossus are. However, I'm just still so in love with Nimrod. I've waited for this figure forever, and aesthetically he's everything I hoped he would be, and he fits perfectly into my 90s X-Men display. Back has some more of the pink detailing with the white, and also some really cool tech in the lower back. I really appreciate the sculpt, as well as the gradient you can see on his upper thighs. So Nimrod also comes with his wings. They attach right into those 2 peg holes, and they sit perfectly on him like that. Oh man, that looks so cool. Now, we're not going to display him from behind, so you rarely get to see this unless you're playing with him or showing him off to your buddies. However, check that out from the front, man. That frames him perfectly, and I love how it goes with his pink jewel here in the center. He also comes with 2 blast effects. Huge blast effects, and then they've got effects circling them. It's an awesome pink that fits with the rest of his scheme, and check out how cool that looks. So with the limited articulation with the hand as well as the arms, I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to pose this to make it look like he's shooting, because right now he's just kind of like,
I'm Frankenstein, blast effects.
I love the way he looks with these effects, man. This is fantastic. Nimrod's abilities include superhuman strength, durability, and regeneration. He also has energy projection, shape-shifting, and teleportation ability. And he comes from the Days of Future Past comic storyline. Next up is Fantomex. Oh my god, dude, look at all this black and white goodness. What a cool figure. First thing I noticed is he's going to be duster buddies with Gambit. They got the exact same duster, just one's white and one's brown. I'd love to see them together for a night out in the town. Hey, mon ami, come with me, I know the fun spots. Ho 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 ho. But I really appreciate the duster because I love it on Gambit. And one of the things that's really cool is they did change this up from the original figure, and they made it more simplistic on the back. But I love the way that looks from afar. Fantomex comes on the Cap Bucky body, so I don't really want to spend a lot of time going over articulation. A couple things to note: he has really good head tilt down, is limited up by the back of the duster, moves nice side to side, but has really no head tilt game. Good shoulder rotation, bicep rotation. And then he gets 90 degrees here at the elbow, and it's only limited by this glove, but it's a fair trade-off for the aesthetic design. Check out that glove. I love how it goes all the way down to the elbow, and it kind of flares out. I think that's a real neat touch. He comes with 2 pistol grips that articulate up and down. We'll show you those in just a second. Really, really appreciate the white body and the paint. I think they nailed it. I love the contrast of the black and white, but what really stands out here is this awesome belt. So you got several pouches on each side, a red X that looks really well with Psylocke, and then he has 2 holsters on his hips with thigh belt. And I gotta admit, man, with the duster, he looks so cool. I mean, you cannot look cooler than that. So, does come with a thigh cut, double pin knee joint that does touch his butt. One area here that I'm not a huge fan of is when they put these collars around the boots, because they always end up wanting to slide down, and then you're always playing a game of pushing him up, and yeah, it's like whack-a-mole. As soon as you get one up, the other one falls down. This is a beautiful, striking figure. I am thrilled with Fantomex. Next comes with 2 sidearms that look really, really cool in the holster, but they look even cooler with him dual wielding. And since his shoulders and arms move so well, you can get him into like a lot of cool poses. Like 2 across the chest, you can have both up like that. I think I might have 1 up, 1 down, and let me show you why. Fantomex comes with 2 different effects for his pistols. You have the smoke effect, which came in the Black Widow exclusive, and I really love the look of that. So if he's holding it up there like he just fired it off, I wish I could kind of get it to maybe he's like blowing it down. It comes with 2 pistol blast effects as well. So you could have him, shooting both pistols off. You can have him with both smoke effects coming up like this, or you could be really cool and do 1 of each, where this one's cooling off and then he's still firing this one. No wrong answers. Let me know in the comments which way you guys would display Fantomex. Fantomex can create hypnotic illusions. He has enhanced reflexes and healing factor. He's an expert marksman, an acrobat, and an expert at hand-to-hand combat as well. He also has a cybernetic mind, plus one of the coolest X-Men outfits of all time. Did I pay $80 just for Nimrod? No way, man. Fantomex and Psylocke are awesome. Nimrod is everything I'd hoped he'd be, except for some limited articulation. I will say I do think $80 is overpriced. I think since they're reusing old body molds, even though they're awesome figures, I would have appreciated this at $70. I think that would have been a fair price point. At $80 though, you do have to grab him, simply because Nimrod is going to be gone, and then who knows what this is going to climb to over the next few months and a year. Nimrod is an essential centerpiece of any 90s X-Men display, and I can't imagine it without him now that he's in there. He looks phenomenal scaled with the large X-Men figures, with the small X-Men figures, and then you throw in Fantomex, who just looks super, super cool. I love his pistol effects. Even though he's not 90s X-Men, he's going to go right on the side with some other figures. And then Betsy Braddock fits right in. She's part of the 90s X-Men. I love the black outfit with the purplish pink hair, and her psionic effects are second to none. They're some of my favorite effects in all of Marvel Legends. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you think I paid $80 just for Nimrod, and if you think this was a good deal. Really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate the comments and interaction. That's the best part of doing this. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join the noble quest of building this action figure collection. See you real soon.